Welcome back. It's Joseph Bulkin here with another episode of Dark Souls. Last time, we made it through the Undead Burg and defeated the Taurus Demon. Now we go past the bridge that it was guarding, and we're heading towards the Undead Church. Before we continue, I want to mention some things that I forgot to take care of. First, I forgot about this. The blue tearstone ring. This is a ring. The Black Knight in the Undead Burg was guarding this. I forgot to pick it up. The rare gem called Tearstone has the uncanny ability to sense imminent death. The blue tearstone from Katarina boosts the defense of its wearer when in danger. Rings go into your ring slots. You can only carry 2 at a time. Other than that, sure. I don't think there's anything else to mention, though. Nothing of value. Except for this, rubbish with no value. Who in their right mind would bother carrying this around? Perhaps you need help. It's worthless. And the homeward bone. This came from the Taurus demon, so let's examine it. Bone fragment reduced to white ash. Return to last bonfire used for resting. Bonfires are fueled by bones of the undead. In rare cases, strong urge of their previous owners to seek bonfires enchants their bones with the homeward instinct. If you use a homeward bone, it returns you to the last bonfire you rested at. It's useful if you need to get out of the tight situation. So, before we head towards that bridge, I want to go this way.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. This is probably the most iconic character in Dark Souls. Everyone knows who he is, because he basically created Praise the Sun. I'll go into that eventually. He's undead. Came to this land to seek his own son. That is pretty strange, though. There's a son, right there. Why do you need your own?
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Sure.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Sure.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
The White Summon Soapstone.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
What he just said was very, very interesting. First, let's go over the White Sign Soapstone. Online play item. Leave summon sign. Be summoned to another world as a phantom through your sign, and defeat the area boss to acquire humanity. In Lordran, the flow of time is distorted, and the white sign soapstone allows undead to assist one another. Solaire's right about this. The flow of time is convoluted, but we can summon one another as spirits, and engage in, as he said, jolly cooperation. So we should keep a lookout for his sign. Maybe we can summon him for help. So that's how one part of the online works. You can summon other players as spirits to help you defeat the boss at the end of the area. You gain humanity from this, so it's worth your time to do it.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
A brilliant father. Well. Goodbye, Solaire. Of Astora. You're the first optimistic person we've met here. And that's saying something. You don't have to go it alone. Let's finally cross this bridge now. Before that, I want to bring your attention to this. This door is locked. What was that? Oh no. Ah! It's the Drake again! There it is. It's back. Well, we can't get past it, technically. And I'm gonna direct you to that right there. That's the tail. If you shoot that thing's tail enough times, you're gonna get a sword for it. Drake sword. If you wanna basically break the first half of the game, just take the sword. But you won't be able to upgrade it. Just keeping that in mind if you wanna make the game a bit easier. And here we go down to a ladder. We kick it down, and look where we are. It's a shortcut all the way back to the first bonfire. How handy. So let's go back. If you hide behind this cover, it won't be able to get you. Now we just wait. Run! Welcome to the Undead Parish. If we wait long enough, it'll run away. There. And the Drake flies away. Let's light the bonfire so we never have to go through that again. Let's go out here. This is a strange looking statue. A statue of a man that looks like it's crumbled or it's been destroyed. It's holding a weapon. We have all these hollows that look like they were praying to it. Let's go forward. If we're in the Undead Parish, we're close to the Undead Church. Because a parish is a place that has its own church. Interesting statue, too. Looks like a mother holding its baby. Maybe that means something. Be very, very careful as you go up this path, because there's an enemy waiting for you up here, and it's a toughie. It's another black knight. This one's holding a great sword. I make it look easy, but it could probably one-shot me. Backstabs are the way to go. This may look cheesy, but it's the only way. It's so great that parries are almost automatic. Otherwise, this cancer would be impossible. Goodbye. And I didn't even take damage. Lucky me. Alright, let's go forward to this next room. This next room is pretty tough too. First, we're gonna have two hollows coming in after us. They're slow. They're pretty slow, so we probably shouldn't... There's no need to really worry. See, they're already dead. But that thing over there is what you have to worry about. Just run. If I'm lucky, I should be able to actually backstab it. Because you can actually backstab it. The armored boar. Like this. Granted, there are other ways to do it, but this is the easiest one. Just backstab it until it dies. I almost got mule kicked, and then I actually got mule kicked. And he's dead. We just stabbed a giant boar in the ass. How do you feel? I feel amazing. I'm gonna have to run. Boom! Here we get 4 alluring skulls. Is there another option? I think there's another enemy, so I can't really discuss them at the moment. No, we're fine. A skull with meekly lingering souls. Throw to shatter and spread souls to attract certain types of enemies. Souls are a concentration of light, and the life-starved hollows are lured by its power, not effective for all enemies. An alluring skull attracts some enemies with the promise of souls. That's how the developers originally intended you to take on the armored boar. You throw the alluring skull into the fire, and the fanged boar goes into the fire and eventually dies. But you can always defeat it the normal way with backstab. Either way works. I'm not going to slam you for saying one strategy is better than another, so you do you. Here we got another trap. Oh, that's bad. Let's just use a blast. Let's take this guy out. Not too threatening. And here we get the mystery key. The purpose of this key is unknown. It appears to be a basic prison cell key. Prison cell key? Why would there be a prison in a church? Many questions of life. Here we have me asking life's biggest questions. While we take care of this, in the Undead Parish, do you wonder who these parishioners are? Maybe they were part of the church and they came here to worship, and then they turned hollow here. Maybe they ran away to get away from the undead curse, and were just killing some innocent people. Food for thought. Here we have... It's a different looking corpse. It's covered in armor that we've never seen before. Maybe a bit of foreshadowing. And we got this little house completed. And we go through this fog wall. We're right above the bridge where the fang boar was. Let's keep going. These are the enemies that were with the armor. These are Balder Knights. This is one variation. The one with the rapier. They can also use as deflect, because they're also hollow spectrum. You could parry them and they'll always be easy. Here we get a Knight Shield. As nice and big and strong as it looks, the Knight Shield's actually worse than the shield we have right now. It's just an option available if you didn't get a good shield when you started. But then again, you could also pick the heater shield, so that's already also better. This guy dropped the spear. And here we have the other variation of Balder Knight. And here we get a Titanite shard. I'll discuss more on what those are very soon, actually. Here we go in here, and now we're on the other side of the gate. Open up the gate. Now we don't have to run through the house again. And here we get another key. It's a pretty important key. Opens the narrow passage leading below at the far face of the Great Bridge in the Undead Burg. The lower Undead Burg is a treacherous place. Do not turn your backs on the wily thieves or the wild dogs who serve the Capper demon. That's the goat demon that the undead merchant was talking about. I wonder what that key opens. At least to the lower Undead Burg. So there's another part of the Undead Burg that we didn't go through yet. This always happens for some reason. I always end up fighting this Balder Knight. I don't know why this one always comes here to attack me. But I guess it doesn't matter. Because he's already dead. Here we get Balder Gauntlets. Get over here. This one has to die too. That right there with the Boulder Knights was another way into the Undead Church. Wait. Before we go into that, we got a pair of Boulder Gauntlets. They have a bit of lore on the Boulder Knights. Gauntlets worn by the Knights of the ancient kingdom of Balder. They are made from thick iron plates. Balder was the homeland of the Night King Rendel, but it came to ruin after a great many undead were spawned. Maybe that's why the Boulder Knights were here. Maybe they heard of the prophecy of the chosen undead, and they came here, trying to find the fate of the undead. Makes sense, because it's another undead kingdom. Whoa! Ouch. Ah! Here we have... I got lucky. I got the weapon I wanted. The longsword. Widely used standard straight sword, only matched in ubiquity by the sword. An accessible sword which inflicts consistent regular damage and high slash damage, making it applicable to a variety of situations. I'm gonna use this weapon for the entire game. It's my favorite weapon. It's very similar to the broadsword, but it has this. It has a thrust attack, which makes it more useful in corners. Here we are, in the Undead Church. We're just gonna be in here for a little while, just to take out this strong enemy. This enemy is so strong that it doesn't even respawn. They can be parried, but you can't riposte them. So, keep that in mind. And just like the Boulder Knights, they can use Estus Flasks. These are Bear Knife Knights. The Bear Knife Knight. So strong that it doesn't even respawn. And we get another Titanite shard. Let's go out of the Undead Church for a while. Alright then, I think we've made enough progress. Next time on Dark Souls, we're gonna find out what's making that noise down there. Maybe explore a little more around the Undead Church. See you then.